7. And I don't know if
They all start at 9 o'clock.
Right.
No, he found someone. You're on tomorrow?
Yeah. 4 games.
Field 4.
Field 4.
Yep.
5 games or 4?
4.
4 games. And then Sunday is just 1 at 9 o'clock.
Correct.
And that would be on
3.
3.
So 3, 4, 3.
3, 4, and 3.
9 o'clock every day. Well, excited.
Yeah.
Well,
apparently this guy that I'm doing it with tomorrow, man, they aren't letting him leave work, which is
No, that's
till like 8. Well, he said
that's on Sunday, and
right, Sunday. That's what I'm saying.
It's honestly that game I really don't give a fuck about. It's a 9th and 10th place game.
I talked to Mike already.
Yep, and
I said, hey, I said, do you want me to start at 9? Or he said, no. He says, just wait for them to get here, man. So I said, fine, that's fine with me.
You can start it. I'm dead serious. Start that game.
Well, he's not going to get here till the third inning, probably, at least.
He said 9:15 to be here. He hops right on
That's what he
base.
said.
I mean, I just go out there and be like, just try and delay it as much as possible. But
Sure.
Don't. I mean,
Okay.
you can just
All
see
right.
what he said. Right here.
No, I'm fine.
Yeah.
And we don't have to worry about the guy keeping track of the games and
No,
whatnot.
I don't give a fuck about the
Scorecards.
scores, to be honest.
Good, because a lot of times,
Just WIAA rules.
well, I'm not the big guy on like these guys. I just work more local games, but I don't care in that there. Most of it's about the same. Whatever's okay with both guys, I let go.
There's no time limit. And
Nobody's gonna remember these. No time limit.
Nope, no time limit.
Okay, so 7 innings for sure.
Yep. Oh, unless it's a 10 after 5.
Yeah, 10 after
Yeah.
5.
So
10 after 5 and nothing.
it's a regular high school game.
Okay.
I'll just make it easy.
10 after 5. Okay.
Yeah, just a regular high school
Okay.
game like you work
Yep.
any Friday.
Yep.
I mean,
Sounds good.
that's the easiest way to put it.
God, you know, I'm terrible. You are. Your name?
Andy.
Andy. God damn.
Teams have balls for you.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't provide teams well.
Okay, so they have the baseball, so I don't have to worry.
Yeah, so if you need more, tell them to throw them in.
All right.
You are looking live at Woodside Park here in the east side of Mauston, down around where I'm from, that part of the state, southwest. As this afternoon, Zaleski Sports brings you high school boys baseball. We are covering the Jeffers Jets and the Columbus Dons here in Game 1. There's a doubleheader for the Dons this afternoon here from Woodside Park. Joe Anderson here bringing you play-by-play. Columbus will be the home team, and it's a beautiful, balmy 49 degrees. Look at the defense for the Columbus Dons. On the hill is Carson Eckes, Ray Becker behind the plate, Devin Timler at first, Rocco Maher at second, Ryan Burnick at third, Carter Summer the shortstop, Drew Lang in left, Matt Konieczny in center, and Brock Weiland in right field, or Wieland, I believe it's pronounced, so I'll make sure I check that. And leading off for the Jeffers Jets will be Levi Kinnunen. And we're underway here at 12:04. And it's 49 degrees out. When you're out in the sun, it's pretty darn hot. Followed back. 1-2 the count to leadoff hitter Levi Kinnunen. And we welcome our friends from the UP who are tuning in to watch, and of course our friends from Marshfield, Columbus, and around the world. So thank you for tuning in this afternoon. Should be a nice game of 2 games this afternoon. And a strikeout to lead things off for Eckes. So one away here in the top of the first. This is Brogan Turner. Batting from the left side. Pardon me. Carson Eckes on the hill, as I said, for Columbus. Count even at a ball and a strike. By the way, that was a Serpro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Called Jamie Wenzel at Serpro from the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration, Serpro, like it never even happened.
Nice.
And it's going to be a base hit to right field. Konieczny will scoop it up as Turner rounds first base. Coach for the lads from Jeffers said this is the first time they've actually been on the diamond this year. They've either been in the parking lot or they've been, pardon me. They've either been in a parking lot or in the gym, so he was a little concerned about how they would adjust to being outside. It's a lot different if you've ever played baseball. Culligan Water specializes in all your water softener, drinking water, and water filtration systems. You can count on Culligan to keep your water pure and healthy with unparalleled service and convenient delivery options. At first pitch and a stolen base for Turner. Before I got my first read in, he advances to second. And this is Kaysen Helmanen. Back-to-back left-handed hitters for the Jets. As soon as I saw who they were playing, I had that Elton John song stuck in my head. Benny and the Jets. That'll be my earworm today. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 1-2 the count to Helmanen. Cody Turner due up. Batting cleanup for the Jets. Here's the pitch. Inside. Oh! Got the inside corner, and Helmanen is out. Back-to-back strikeouts. Or, pardon me, 2 strikeouts here in the inning, I should say. Brogan Turner at first. Cody Turner. I'm not sure if they're brothers or not, but back-to-back-to-back left-handed hitters for the Jets. Ground ball. Eckes scoops it. Over to Timler for the out. The Jets threaten here in the first, but do not score. We head to the bottom of the first. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you today by ShedsDelivered.com. If I can find my mouse. There he is.
Nuts Deep 2, a Marshfield favorite for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Soup, salad, pizza, omelets, sandwiches, wraps, and burgers. How about appetizers like loaded tots and super nuts nachos? 14 large TVs to watch all your favorite games. Plus, entertainment and event space for groups large and small for your upcoming parties. Nuts Deep 2 again, awarded Best Burgers and Fish Fry in Marshfield. Nuts Deep 2 on South Central Avenue in Marshfield and Nuts Deep 2 North in Spencer.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports, broadcast of high school baseball this afternoon. Heading to the bottom of the first inning here between Columbus and the Jeffers Jets. The Columbus Dons and the Jeffers Jets. Jeffers is up in the UP. They had a pretty good ride getting here today, a couple of hours. Actually, I believe they stayed down here last night, and I got to make sure I get cleared. So we go to the bottom of the first. There we go. The defense, by the way, I forgot to mention that last strikeout for Eckes, that was another Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Called Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the number one choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro, like it never, and I mean never, even happened. The defense for the Jets, Cody Turner on the hill, Pierce Johnson catching. Nick Andrews at first, Kaysen Helmanen at second, Rylan Mackey at third, Levi Kanunen at short, Chad Isaacson in left, Brogan Turner in center, and Ryan Wiesa in right. And leading off will be Carson Eckes, and he hits the first pitch he sees right to Andrews. One pitch, one out. If you've never been to Woodside Park, you're missing the great experience. It's a beautiful ballpark. Hey, does your roof need attention? Call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield today. They are your hail damage experts, and they serve all of central Wisconsin with both residential and commercial roofing. Get a free estimate at Seamless Commercial Roofing. Matt Konieczny, the batter, takes ball one. That pitch away, 2-0 the count. Cody Turner, one pitch, got Carson Eckes to swing, and right at the first baseman for the easy put out. And another ball, so he runs the count to 3-0. Matt Konieczny, always a threat on the bases. There, he's taken that pitch, so he gets a strike over. Stevens Point Orthopedics, proudly providing the central Wisconsin community with orthopedics, sports medicine, spine, and physical therapy services. Stevens Point Orthopedics, world-class treatment, hometown care. Konieczny draws the walk. Carter Summer, the batter. Carter has really blossomed this year as an athlete. I mean, watching him play basketball, he's really come along, and now in baseball, he's having a fine season. The tall shortstop. Matt Konieczny with a good leadoff. High pop-up. It's going to be playable in the infield. Helmanen makes the catch for the second out. That'll bring up Devin Timler, the cleanup hitter. Right down Broadway for a strike. Timler the batter, Konieczny at first. Timler, I gave him a compliment on his stirrups, his socks. There goes Konechny. He's in the middle. And the balk is called. Konechny going. A Turner balk. Kind of caught him off guard. Good base running, as I said, for Konechny. And you just saw a ball kind of fly in. We've got a field. We've got fields to our right and our left, and that one, a foul ball. That other field is up higher, and sometimes foul balls will pop over and land into this field of play. Probably not as often as this one going in the other ones, but. And this is all artificial turf here. All the fields are turf now. The softball diamonds used to be grass, but everything is turf now. That's even a turf mound. Inside for a ball. 2-1 to count. To Devlin Timler with Konechny at second. Rocco Maher on deck. That pitch outside.
Let's go, Cody.
Turner, the pitch. Ball 4. 2 walks given up by Turner here in the first. That will bring up Rocco Maher, the second baseman. At Stratford Plumbing and Heating. Oh, I got to check a text I just received. Thank you for the correction. I was trying to avoid the banister that's in front of us. Thanks for the correction there, John. Much appreciated. One and one the count. I know people are watching if they text me. It is kind of hard to see because I've got the sun coming in right at me, and I'm getting a shadow, and it's hard to pick up. But that should be a little bit better, I believe, to view.
There you go.
And again, thanks to John. And a pitch outside, and Turner struggling here. No place to put runners. As each runner has advanced to base. I didn't catch that. Full count. Little nubber. Could be trouble. And got him. Not by much. Close play at first, and that snuffs out the inning. One in the books. Scoreless here from Woodside. You're watching high school baseball in Zaleski Sports, brought to you today by ShedsDelivered.com.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between. Check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See Chips' complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream, all served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield. Be a champ and have a chipperific day.
At Stratford Plumbing and Heating, your comfort and convenience is their top priority. They service all brands and do complete furnace and air conditioning installation, providing professional service to Stratford, Marshfield, and the surrounding areas. Call Stratford Plumbing and Heating today, your home comfort experts. Top of the second inning, scoreless here. Joe Anderson bringing you play-by-play of this afternoon's game between the Jeffers Jets and the Columbus Dons. Jets will bring up their 5, 6, 7 hitters, Nick Andrews, Chad Isaacson, and Pierce Johnson. Turner gets a strike over. Art's Body Shop, quality auto body and framework since 1952. If you have an accident, let Mackey's 2024 Small Business of the Year give you a free estimate. Call Art's Body Shop on South Central Avenue in Marshfield. Count even at a ball and a strike to Andrews, leading off to the top of the second. 2-1 to count. Don's donning their navy blue, all navy blue tops and pants with the white pinstripes and the white numbers letters. Fly ball. Could be trouble, and it's going to bloop in for a base hit. Got just enough of it to fist it over the infield. Chad Isaacson, the batter. Fouls that one back. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. And special thanks to our game day sponsors, Woodfield Inn and Suites, Rem's Funeral Home, and G&D Wood Products. Throw over to first. Back in time. Middle number. Could be 2. Out at 2. And that's all they'll get. So Isaacson will reach first on a fielder's choice. Nick Andrews out 5-3. Pierce Johnson, the catcher, batting 7th this afternoon. Takes a strike in the inside corner. Tell you, Eckes has got some pop on that fastball. Jared Krassel, longtime coach at Columbus. Swing and miss, strike 2. Runner goes. And now he calls him out. So we had to strike him out, throw him out. That was a Serpro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. And Isaacson thrown out, catcher to second baseman to end the inning. A Serpro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serpro from the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serpro like it never even happened. Head to the bottom of the second inning, scoreless. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 16 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now. Choose drunken chicken, BLT, Western, mac and cheese, sweet chili chicken, and more. Plus, Scotty's has broasted chicken, fish sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118 and Scotty'sPizza.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that look for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because They made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Guys, she'll remember prom for the rest of her life. Make sure her prom flowers are the best of the best. From Hefco Floral Company in Patriots Tower, downtown Marshfield. Bottom of the second inning, scoreless. Joe Anderson here bringing you play-by-play of this afternoon's game. The Jets and the Dons. Kind of sounds like something from West Side Story, doesn't it? Used to be the Sharks and the Jets. Leading off for the Dons will be Ray Becker. That pitch back into the screen. Sternweiss & Sons Ready Mix and Block Plant of Marshfield is now hiring boom truck and concrete truck drivers. Be home every night and work for the hometown team at Sternweiss & Sons. If it's time for you to make a change, apply today at the Wren Road Ready Mix location. Sternweiss & Sons of Marshfield. Strike call. Count now 2 and I believe it's 1-1. We have somebody on the board today. It should be 2-1 now. Yeah, it is 2-1. I just checked the plate umpire. He indicates 2-1. Now it's 2-2. Drew Lang on deck. First Choice Credit Union of Marshfield serves anyone who lives or works in Wood, Marathon, Clark, or Portage County. Make First Choice Credit Union your first choice for loans. And a base hit to left field for Becker to lead off the bottom of the second inning. Solid hit for Becker. Chad Isaacson will toss it in. For expertise, honesty, and stellar service, look no further than Heritage Auto Body. Their team of professionals uses the latest technology to ensure that your vehicle comes back to you looking like new. They provide free estimates and work with your insurance company to make it easy for you. Heritage Auto Body on Heritage Drive on Marshfield's beautiful south side. Drew Lang, the batter. Becker at first for Columbus. Cody Turner on the hill for the Jets. Ball one. All artificial turf surface here at Woodside for baseball and softball. Squares to bunt, punts it foul. You can hear, I have got the one mic clip to the screen. I'm going to make sure it's still there, it didn't fall down. I think it fell down. They're going to clip it back up. Thank you! Runner goes. Got him! So Becker thrown out at second. I think one of the fans from Jeffers who picked up the microphone and got bumped off the back screen there, and he picked it up and clipped it back on the screen. Thanked him for that. Lang now with a 1-2 count. One out here in the bottom of the second. And pops it up. It's going to stay in the infield. And the catcher can't make it. Pierce Johnson dropped it in foul territory. I'll tell you, friends, don't be critical of the catcher like that, because it is hard to pick that up. And it's hard enough to catch a pitch with the catcher's mitt, let alone a pop-up. So kudos to Pierce Johnson. Gave it a good try. Count remains 2-2. And struck him out looking, laying down on strikes for the second out. Get fresh meats and cheeses every day from Smith Brothers Meats. Also, let them cater your next event. Smith Brothers Meats in Colby open Monday to Friday, 8 to 6, Saturday, 8 to 4. Ryan Bernick takes strike one. 2 away, base is empty. Turner's pitch. That one outside for a ball. Infinity Exteriors, installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, and windows, built to last. Saving our communities from unscrupulous, and I say unscrupulous, contractors. We guarantee quality you can trust. And no matter what your everyday life looks like, Fleet Farm has you covered at the best prices guaranteed. Auto, pet, bird, farm, snacks. You had me at snacks. Fleet Farm has everything you need, all at the lowest prices. Two and one to count to Ryan Bernick. And draws the walk. I think somebody got off on the count on the scoreboard, which is, you never know who they have working the board, so they're not up here with me. This is a beautiful facility to broadcast from. I cannot complain about that. I was trying to avoid that banister being in the way. That's why I had the camera up a little bit. I thank John Albrecht for texting me and saying, hey, move the camera down. Can't see the batters. And a thrower to first back in time. I like it when people chime in if they see something and means the one thing we want. Somebody's watching. Runner goes. And he's in there. Bernick, stolen base, a second. Bernick in scoring position with 2 outs. And Brock Weiland, the number 9 hitter, batting for the Dons. Strike call. Turner comes set, checks the runner, comes to the plate, swing and a miss. Is that 3? And that's it. That's a strikeout. Weren't sure. That ends the threat. Leadoff hit goes for naught as we head to the top of the 3rd inning. Scoreless here from Woodside. You're watching High School Baseball and Zaleski Sports, brought to you today by ShedsDelivered.com.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion, and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and I am standing in our all-new Express Lane. Open now, no appointment necessary. Stop on in and get things like oil changes, filters, quick lubes. No appointment necessary. See you soon.
Felker Brothers of Marshfield, the leading manufacturer, that is, of stainless steel products, congratulates student athletes across central Wisconsin on your accomplishments both on and off the courts and fields. Best of luck this season from Felker Brothers of Marshfield. Joe Anderson here bringing you play-by-play of today's doubleheader from Woodside Park here in Mauston. Stone's throw from where I grew up as a kid on the farm. And we head to the top of the 3rd in a scoreless pitcher's duel between Carson Eckes and Cody Turner. Eckes on the hill for the Dons. This is Ryan WIAA. Hope I'm saying that correctly. WIAA batting in the 8th spot, playing right field. And swing and a miss. The Jets with the white pants. Black jerseys with the green logo and numbers. Swing and a miss. Drop third strike. Becker will pitch it over to Timler for the out. That was a Servpro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Called Jamie Wenzel at Servpro the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Servpro like it never even happened. Colin Larson. Before I even got his name out, he's DHing for Rylan Mackey, and he starts out his day with a base hit to left over the outstretched arm of Carter Summer. That's something else, because Carter's a very tall lad. And just got enough of that to go over. They'll bring up the top of the order, and Levi Kinnunen. He squares the bunt. It's going to be fair. Becker fields it, and the throw is wide.
Nice! There you go! Woo!
And they're telling the guy at first to head to second. He's going to be, and the throw to home.
Yeah! Woo!
Okay, we'll get this figured out. The run scores for the Jets as Larson comes in. And we had several things happen. We had Kinnunen reaching on an error. So no RBI. He ends up at third after all of that. And one run is in. So Kinnunen at third base. Larson has scored for the Jets. And one out. Turner, a single in the first inning, stranded at second base. They bat 3 left-handers in the row in the 2, 3, 4 spots.
Go, Brogan.
Eckes, the pitch, outside. Bernick keeping Kinnunen honest at third base. Infield in. And a base hit to right field. That's going to bring in Kinnunen, and it's going to be extra bases for Turner. And they're going to send him. Throw to second. No, they held him up. They put the brakes on because he rounded third with a head of steam, and you could hear the brakes hit the pavement. So a triple for Brogan Turner. Sorry for the bad sound effects there, friends. Holy cow. Quite the ways to score runs here this afternoon. 2 in with 1 out. Turner at third. Casey Helmanen, the batter, strikeout victim in the first. The Jets bat left-handers in the 2, 3, and 4 spots. So Cody Turner, the next batter, will be batting also from the left side. Eckes getting a little frustrated here. Doesn't get the call. Pitching from the windup. Another bunt. It's going to go foul. Gross Buick of Marshfield says, buy your next vehicle from Gross Buick. Gross Buick is home of the lifetime engine warranty on select vehicles, and they back all purchases with a full service department where you get a free courtesy car. Gross Buick of Marshfield. Ground ball. Summer will come home. And he's out. Good call. Helmanen reaches on a fielder's choice. Good play by Summer to come home. Helmanen at first with 2 outs. Cody Turner, the batter. And Cody, the pitcher, grounded out to his counterpart, Carson Eckes, in the first. And he hits a fly ball to left. Drew Lang gets under it and gets it. 2 runs come in for the Jets. Heading to the bottom of the third. 2-0 Jets. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you today by ShedsDelivered.com.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
What do you like most about Columbus Catholic Schools?
Amazing teachers, because they're funny and nice.
It's the small classroom sizes.
Because it teaches us to be kind.
We invite you to check out Columbus Catholic Schools and see for yourself why our students like it here. That if you really want your student to attend Columbus Catholic Schools, we will work with you as much as possible to make that reality. Contact us at 715-387-1177 or admissions@columbusdons.org for more information.
Bottom of the third inning here at Woodside Park in Mauston. Joe Anderson here bringing you play-by-play of today's game between the Columbus Dons and the Jeffers Jets. Jeffers, community located in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Made the drive down here to Woodside Park here in Mauston. Top of the order will be coming up for Columbus, and Carson Eckes, Matt Konieczny, and Carter Summer. Eckes batting from the left side. Count even at a ball and a strike. Get a chance, stop over to Nasonville Dairy and get some of those fresh cheese curds. Pick them up in Marshfield or Curtis. Or go online to NasonvilleDairy.com. You want to be my friend, buy me Nasonville Dairy cheese curds and bring some sausage. We'll be friends for life. 2-2 the count. Outside. 3-2. And Eckes draws the walk to lead off the bottom of the third. Matt Konieczny will step in. Konieczny drew a walk in the first. They have been aggressive on the base paths to have the Dons. They will go at any time. Strike call in the outside corner. Joe Konieczny will bring you game 2 this afternoon. I will be in the production chair for that game. Runner goes. Strike is called. Eckes will slide into second base safe. Fly ball, right center field. Could be extra bases. It's going to drop. Eckes is going to hold up at third. They get it into home. So Konieczny with a solid single to right center, and runners at the corners with nobody out here in the bottom of the third. And we will have a visit to the mound by the Jets coach. See what the temperature is now. It was 49 when we started. Let me get through the ads. There we go. Hey, it's up to 51. Did the game up in Abbotsford on Tuesday night. It was 37 for the whole game. Wasn't bad when the sun was out, but boy, when the sun was covered, overcast, holy moly, did it get chilly. Now, just a heads up that we are bringing you a double header today, but they'll be on 2 different feeds. When this game is concluded, we will sign off and then re-hook up to the other feed on YouTube. Just kind of a heads up. Meeting over. That's fouled back. Carter Summer popped up. The case in Helmanen. Runners at the corner, see if the double steal is in. And pitch high. Summer with a rather larger sized strike zone due to his height. Not quite like the young man from Marathon, the Warren lad. Boy, he was 6'11". Runner goes and fakes the throw, or fakes the go and comes back. Strike called. Count even at 2. Lucas, you are correct. I thought they were supposed to play Gojebic first, according to my schedule, but when I got here at 10:30, the lads from the Jets were here, and they were warming up, so they will play Gojebic. I'm not sure how to say it. That's going to be Joe Konieczny's problem. But that should be our second game. Thanks for chiming in, Lucas. And Zaleski Sports as well. Thank you for that. Full count to Summer. And he fouls that one back. Turner and Summer in a battle. See who's going to win. The pitch. Ground ball off of Turner's glove. And he calls him safe as that throw pulled Andrews off the bag. That'll drive in a run, so an RBI for Summer. Matt Konieczny advances to second base. Carter Summer at first, nobody out. 2-1 now. And Devlin Timler. And the coach from Jeffers wants an explanation from the base umpire. One of the things, if you're an umpire, when you have to, where he had to be placed is right around behind the pitcher. And sometimes you don't get the best view of the play. Now, you could say his partner at home plate can help, but the only thing that the plate umpire can do is indicate whether the infielder's foot was on the bag or off. That's pretty much all they can do. And now they're going to call him out. So So they're going to call Summer out at first. I think he still gets an RBI. Mike Steinwagner will chime in and tell me if he gets an RBI. But now Coach Krassel's going to plead his case and say, wait a minute now, he called him safe, and about the only thing the plate umpire can do to help is see if he pulled his foot or not, because the base umpire should see if it's in the glove when the foot hit the base. But remember, friends, I always umpire and referee really well sitting in a chair up in the press box. So, Coach Krasselt voices his dissatisfaction at the call, but we move on. Konechny at second with one away. And that one right up the chute. Turner will get the out. As Konechny advances to third with the tying run 90 feet away. They are saying it's going to become more and more overcast. The clouds are in and out, big puffy ones. But they're talking about rain on Sunday. Thank goodness it's just rain. Hard to believe it's going to be Palm Sunday. Next week is Holy Week. Easter's fairly late. It's on the 20th of April. Swing and a miss for Maher. Maher grounded out to Rylan Mackey, his first at bat. Nice. 1-2 the count. Now I'm not sure how these games, when you play an out-of-state opponent, there's rules and regulations regarding that. I'm not sure what they are, but.
Nice. There you go, Cody.
And that will end it as Maher down on strikes. 1 run in for the Dons as we head to the top of the fourth. 2-1 Jets. You're watching high school baseball and Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fear, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's Fat Bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net.
We head to the top of the fourth inning. The Jets will bring to the plate their 5, 6, 7 hitters, Nick Andrews, Chad Isaacson, and Pierce Johnson. 2-1. Jets 2, they scored their 2 in the third, and the Dons answered with 1 in the bottom of the third. Thanks for tuning in this afternoon. It's a Friday afternoon double here on Zaleski Sports. Ground ball by Andrews. Scooped up by Maher. 1 pitch, 1 out. Barely got a chance to kind of get my intros in, and we have an out already. Strike call. This is Chad Isaacson, the left fielder. Reached on a fielder's choice and was thrown out trying to steal a ground ball to right. And he's going to get on a base hit. This will bring up Pierce Johnson. Pierce Johnson struck out looking in the second. Squares the bunt. He offered. Did he foul it off or not? And the ball flies in from the other diamond. Apparently that was not fouled off, so Isaacson will advance to second. Johnson offered, so it's a strike. That pitch high. Ball and a strike. Fouls that one off. Kind of right off of Ray Becker's mask. That kind of gives you a little bit of a hello moment. Ray shakes it off, says he's fine. Plate umpire will kind of take his time and make sure that Ray's got his everything where it belongs. You think, oh yeah, they got a mask on, it doesn't hurt. It stings, and it will give you a jolt. 1-2, pitch. 2-2. Eckes in the afternoon has struck out 4. And yet to walk a batter. And that pitch way inside. Oof. Count now full to Pierce Johnson. And that's ball 4. It scoots by Becker. First walk given up by Carson Eckes here in this matchup. Runners at the corners with 1 out. Ryan WIAA, strikeout victim in the 3rd. See what they have on for a play. They run the guy from first, and Summer can't handle the reception, and Isaacson will score run number 3. They had the play on. Becker threw down to Summer, and Summer was going to gun it back home. And Summer on the exchange had an issue trying to get it out of the glove and into the hand. So a run is in. This is Cullen Larson. No, pardon me, Ryan WIAA, my bad. Jumped the box on my scoreboard here. 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Actually, strike 3. That's the second out of the inning. Two out, 1 on. Here in the top of the 4th, the pitch to Cullen Larson, the late sub as the DH for third baseman Rylan Mackey. And he slaps a base hit to right. Johnson's going to round third and go home. And he'll come in safely. Now play at second, and he's out. So Larson will get the RBI single to right and be thrown out by the first baseman to the shortstop for out number 3. And that'll complete the top of the 4th. Head to the bottom of the 4th. 4-1 Jets. You're watching high school baseball on Zalewski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
After a couple years of this, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That's where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Got a passion for helping people? Maybe you like cars. Are you into science? Are you good with computers? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. Stop getting by and level up today.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports broadcast of high school baseball here from Woodside Park in Mauston, featuring the Columbus Dons and the Jeffers Jets. Joe Anderson here bringing you play-by-play. Thank you for tuning in this afternoon. Had some unusual ways to score runs, but it doesn't make any difference how you do it as long as they score. As we head to the bottom of the fourth, and Columbus trailing 4-1. Dons will bring up to the plate Ray Becker, Drew Lang, and Ryan Bernick. Ray Becker reached on a single and then was thrown out trying to steal a second. Takes strike one. Cody Turner on the afternoon for the Jets. His walk 4, struck out 2. Giving up 2 hits. Looking for people to chime in on the YouTube page. Leave a positive comment on the air. I'll give you a shout out. Got a nice group of people watching. Thanks for tuning in. That pitch outside for a ball. 2-1 the count. To Ray Becker leading off here in the bottom of the fourth. He hits a little flare to right. It's going to drop. Could be extra bases. It's going to be. It's going to the fence just about. Becker on his way to second. He may go to third. He is. He's digging for third. And coach is going to send him. We got a play at the plate. And Becker is in with the inside the park home run. So Becker, Ray Becker with the RBI inside the park home run makes it 4-2. That ball scampered away from WIAA in right field. It makes it now 4-2. Drew Lang, the batter. Becker with that little flare to right field, and it scampered past Ryan WIAA, went all the way to the fence and kind of skipped around. And Ray Becker never stopped running. He just kept chugging. Coach Kressel sent him home, and he beat the throw home. 2-0 count to Drew Lang. And Drew Lang, a strikeout victim in the second. And he draws a walk. So now Cody Turner in a little bit of a kerfuffle. Ryan Bernick will step in for the Dons. Drew a walk in the second, had the stolen base, and was stranded at 2. And that pitch skips away from Johnson. And Lang scampers to second. And things kind of getting a little rusty here for the lads from the Jets. Got Lucas who chimed in. Looking for other people to chime in as well. We'll leave a comment on the YouTube page. Right up the box to Turner. He knocks it down and gets the throw over to Andrews in time. For the first out. Tell you, when you're 60 feet 6 inches away and that ball comes right back at you like a bullet. Good reaction by Cody Turner. He's okay, but gotta have. Remember, the bases are 90 feet away from the play. That pitcher's mound is 30 feet closer. And this is Brock Weiland, who struck out in the second. Lang in scoring position at second. With one out, count as 0-1. Make it 0-2. Cody Turner gets the sign. Checks the runner at second. Delivers. And we have our first hit batter of the day. Now the home plate umpire is going to say, did it hit his bat? Nope, they're going to say it hit his helmet first. Weiland reaches by getting hit by the pitch. Sometimes it's not sure. I've seen it where the batter will duck down and look like it'll hit him in the helmet, but it hits the bat. Big spot here for Carson Eckes with the tying run at first. He lays down a bunt foul. Drew Lang at second, Brock Weiland at first. One run in on an inside the park home run by Ray Becker here in the bottom of the fourth. Left-handed hitting Carson Eckes. And pitch outside. Count even at a ball and the strike. Turner trying to get out of here with any damage. He needs a double play if he can get it. Pitch inside. Now 2-1. Nice showing of fans from both Columbus and from Jeffers. That's quite a long drive from Jeffers. It's just shy of Houghton on the tip of the Upper Peninsula. That's probably a good 3.5, 4 hour drive. And yes, they still have snow. Eagle River, Northland Pines, is located on when I did their game on Tuesday at Abbotsford. They said they had snow, but coaches for Jefferson, they drove through Eagle River. There was no snow. And another walk given up by Cody Turner and loaded the bases. And a big spot. Oh, no. My bad. Now I'm right. I was just one pitch early. I thought he had indicated that that was a ball, and that was ball 4. Hey, Rose is watching from the UP. Shout out to Rose. Thanks for chiming in, Rose. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. If I'm saying any of the young men's names from Jeffers incorrectly, just leave a comment on there. Coach for Jeffers is going to come out and have a meeting. Are we going to have a pitching change, or are we just going to have a chat? I think we're just going to have a chat. I don't know if we'll have a courtesy runner or not for Columbus. Not sure. I believe it's Wenzel. Trying to go off from the scribblings of Coach Krasselt. So it's Dustin Wenzel, I think, who is the courtesy runner at first.
Let's go, Cody.
And Matt Konieczny with a chance to give the Dons the lead here. In the bottom of the fourth. And he takes strike 1. And ground ball to third. And that ball thrown high. 1 run is in, 2 runs are in. So Konechny is going to reach on a fielder's on an E5. Wenzel will advance to third, and 2 runs will come in. Carter Summer, the batter. Tied at 4. Go ahead run at third in the form of Wenzel. The pitch. Foul down the right field line. Carter Summer 0 for 2. Popped up and a ground out on a close play at first. In the third. And a reversal of the call. Fouls that one. Is going to stay in play. Andrews runs out of real estate. We'll trot on back. High throw from Mackey on that last batted ball. Pulled Andrews off the bag and right into the way of Matt Konechny. They kind of had a collision. Summer pops it up in the infield. It's going to be in foul territory. Good catch by Pierce Johnson for out number 2. Devlin Timler. A walk and a ground out. Go ahead runner 90 feet away for the Dons. They've scored 3 here in the bottom of the 4th. Got the outside corner for a strike. Early season baseball, you never know what you're going to get. You can get a 75-degree day or you could get a 36-degree day with snow. Fly ball, right center field. Turner calls for the out, for the catch and gets the out. Devlin Timler flies out to center. Dons with 3 tied up here in the bottom of the 4th. Head to the top of the 5th. You're watching high school baseball on Selesky Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
Top of the 5th, tied at 4 here at Woodside Park. Jets, Dons. Joe Anderson here bringing you play-by-play. Thanks for tuning in this afternoon. The Jets will bring up top of the order in Levi Kinnunen. Kinnunen a strikeout and reached on an air and scored the first run of the contest for the Jets. Lucas and Rose are watching. Anyone else would like to chime in, please do so. Just leave a comment on the YouTube page. Kinnunen, ground ball. Summer at short, scoops it over to Timler for the out. That'll bring up Brogan Turner. 2 for 2. Single and an RBI triple in the third. Back-to-back-to-back left-handed hitters for the Jets. Turner, Helmanen, and Turner. And little number foul. Carson Eckes in his 5th inning of work for the Dons has struck out 5 and walked 1. Good pitch. They call the ball. 2-1 the count. Called against the screen. Again, we have a doubleheader of Columbus baseball this afternoon here from Woodside Park. As soon as this game will conclude, we will do a quick wrap-up of stats and sign off and then re-sign on to the other feed as the Dons will take on another team from up north, Gojebic out of Bessemer. They're the Miners. Draws the walk. So Brogan Turner at first. That'll bring up Casey Helmanen. Casey struck out and reached on a fielder's choice in the third. So come on, friends, chime in. Lucas has, so has Rose, and thank you, Rose, for tuning in from the up north. Runner goes. Throw is not in time and backed up by Konechny. So Turner in scoring position with the go-ahead run for the Jets. Joe Konechny will bring you play-by-play for our second game this afternoon. High fly ball. Konechny, Weiland. Konechny makes the catch for the second out. It'll bring up Cody Turner. 0 for 2 with a ground out and a fly out to Drew Lang and left. Two and 0 to the count to Turner. Go ahead, run at second with 2 away. Base hit the center. Konechny will charge it. Get it back in. Let's see if they'll have a play on to try to get that run in from third without a hit. Runners at the corners, you got to watch out for double steal. That pitch high and tight to Nick Andrews. Nick 1 for 2. Single in the second. Foul back. Count even, 1-1. Hi, Steve. Thanks for tuning in. I know John is watching, too. Waiting for Mike Steinwagner to chime in. Runner goes. They'll let him have second. Steve Maves, the voice of Assumption softball and baseball and basketball. Steve Maves, just known as the voice. 2-2 the count, the pitch. Fouled off. Go ahead run 90 feet away for the Jets. Count is now full, 3-2. Runners will go on contact. Here's the pitch to Andrews. And he's out. That's a Servpro Jamie Wenzel strikeout to end the inning. Servpro called Jamie Wenzel at Servpro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Servpro like it never even happened. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Tied at 4. You're watching high school baseball on Selesky Sports. Brought to you today by ShedsDelivered.com.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then, they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Head to the bottom of the 5th, tied at 4 between the Jets and the Dons. Kind of a brisk spring day, not super cold, but not super warm either. It's around 51, 52 degrees. Breeze blowing gently. Cody Turner steps onto the hill for his 5th inning of work for the Jets. He will face Rocco Maher, Ray Becker, and Drew Lang, 5, 6, 7 hitters for the Dons. Maher 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. Call the ball. Lucas, Steve, and Rose have chimed in. Looking for other people to chime in. We were watching this afternoon's contest. Count even, 1-1. He's been getting that outside corner all afternoon. One and 2 the count to Maher. The pitch. And that's a strikeout. Down on strike goes Maher. That's the 1-2. Ooh, I didn't add up my other stuff here. Ooh. That is the 3rd strikeout of the afternoon for Cody Turner as Ray Becker steps in. Becker 2 for 2, single, and an inside the park home run in the fourth. Hit a flare to right field. And that ball had a mind of its own and scooted around, and Becker never slowed down and chugged into home. Count 3-0 to Becker. Be a little scared of him now. Want to pitch him a tad more carefully. Turner winds the pitch. Strike call. Drew Lang on deck for Columbus. And he draws a walk, does Mr. Becker. One out walk for the Dons. Drew Lang gets the signals from Coach Krasselt. Turner now from the stretch. That pitch high for a ball. Becker can cause some mischief on the bases. He may go on this one or the third pitch. It just depends. They have to call time as the ball scoots in. There is two diamonds that are above us, or one that's above us to our left, and sometimes a foul ball will fly over that backstop. That pitch high for a strike. Got the high strike. Each umpire's strike zone is just a skosh different, and this gentleman has been giving the outside corner in a higher strike. Count now 2-1 to Drew Lang. Drew looking to get his first hit of the afternoon. Scored a run in the fourth, but reached on a walk. 3-1 to count. Turner's pitch. Make it 3-2. Dons will take on Gojebic, the Miners. Gojebic Miners. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Joe Konieczny will bring you play-by-play on that matchup, following this matchup. The pitch. Fouled off. Knotted at 4 here in the bottom of the fifth with one out, one on. And Drew Lang with a full count. Facing Cody Turner. Turner comes set. The pitch. Struck him out. Off speed. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Cody Turner. Now we've got another defensive conference. And I think we may have run out of pitches. And we've got a courtesy runner for the Dons. Thank you, Daxton Wenzel. Sorry, Jamie. Yeah, I wasn't sure how to say that. Some of these lads I am not acquainted with. Boy, John is being the taskmaster on me this afternoon. Thank you, John. And pardon my error, it's Daxton Wenzel. We do have a pitching change. It's going to be number 13. Levi Kinnanen. I think we just switched Kinnanen and Turner. So Levi Kinnanen now pitching for the Jets. Facing Ryan Burnick. Ryan 0 for 1 with a walk and a ground out. And draws the walk. So now the go-ahead run in scoring position with 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th. Let's see what Brock Weiland can do here. Oh, pardon me, that is a pinch hitter for Weiland. I'm not sure who number 15 is. Jude. John can chime in on that. I'm trying to go off of Coach Krassel's handwriting. I couldn't find their roster on the internet.
One more, Levi.
Two outs, 2 on. Tie game in the bottom of the 5th. The pitch. And Jude will reach on a walk. Now the bases are loaded. And another defensive chat here. Double check and see if Coach Kressel has his roster on Wisconsin Sportsnet. Bases loaded with 2 outs. Jude Becerra. At first. And we've got another pitching change for the Jets. It's going to be number 22, Brogan Turner. So Kinnunen lasts 2 batters. Brogan Turner will come in to pitch. Brogan Turner facing Carson Eckes. 0 for 1, 2 walks, and a ground out. Everybody stays put.
Go, Brogan.
Pardon me, 2-0 count to Eckes. Bases loaded. And we're on our third pitcher of the inning for Jeffers. Cody Turner with 4 2/3, 3 hits, 7 walks, 4 strikeouts. And he is responsible for the runner at third. Left-handed hitting Eckes. And gets the base hit. That's going to bring in 1. Maybe 2. Yes, there's 2. So 2 runs come in for the Dons. A 2 RBI single for Carson Eckes. It's now 6-4 as Matt Konechny steps in. That run is going to be credited. 1 run will be credited to Turner, 1 to Kinnunen. And the third pitcher of the inning for the Jets, Brogan Turner. Heading the count now 1-2 to Matt Konechny with runners at first and second, 2 outs. And Konechny rips one right to the shortstop for the 3rd out. Dons score 2 to break the ties. We head to the 6th. 6-4 Columbus. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports. Brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
With more winter snow on the way, make your way to Chili Implement. Chili Implement, located conveniently between Marshfield and Chili, just north of Highway 10, is ready to help you make snow removal easier. Visit Chili Implement and see how their complete selection of Kubota and Cub Cadet snow removal machines will simplify your winter. Chili Implement open Monday through Saturday for sales, service, and parts. Chili Implement will also help you finance your next purchase. You can also see more at chiliimplement.com.
Hi, I'm Big Clarence, and I'm so terrific that Mall Furniture decided to name their latest and greatest sale after me, Big Clarence.
Sorry, Clarence, apparently you misunderstood. It's Mall Furniture's clearance sale. And right now the savings are phenomenal on all the top quality furniture at Mall Furniture's clearance sale. That's Mall Furniture's clearance sale.
Clarence!
That's clearance, Clarence.
Pitching change for the Dons. Jude Basura will step onto the hill. I believe it's 15, or is it 16? No, it's number 16. Carter Summer. There we go. Pitching line for Carson Eckes, 5 innings, 7 hits, 2 walks, struck out 6. 4 runs came in on his time on the hill. Carter Summer, I believe he and Eckes switched places. And that was a Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout of Chad Isaacson. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. One down here in the top of the 6th. You can hear the wind picking up a little bit here. Pierce Johnson, the batter. 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. Carter Summer in his first inning of work for the Dons. Tall right-hander. 1-2 count on Pierce Johnson. Ryan WIAA on deck for the Jets. And that's another Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro, like it never even happened. Summer with back-to-back strikeouts. And we're going to have a pinch hitter, I believe, for Ryan WIAA. It's going to be number 8. See if I can pick up that young man. Kilpila, looks like. Kilpela. So Kilpila, the pinch hitter here in the bottom, top of the 6th. For Jeffers, trailing by 2. 6-4. We were tied at 4 until the bottom of the 5th. 2 big runs came in for the Dons. And back-to-back-to-back Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeouts for Carter Summer. Serve Pro, the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Give Jamie Wenzel a call. Serve Pro like nothing ever happened. Head to the bottom of the sixth. Don's leading 6-4. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Beautiful spring day here in the east suburbs of Mauston at Woodside Park. Joe Anderson here bringing you this afternoon's game. Game 1 of 2, Joe's Konieczny will be on the call for the second game this afternoon. And again, a reminder that after this game concludes, we will be turning off this feed and turning on the next feed. So just a heads up if you're watching on YouTube. We are going to sign off and sign back into the other feed for this afternoon's game. Brogan Turner on the hill for the Jets, I believe. And Summer hit by the pitch. He gets a little teasing and razzing from his teammates in the dugout. Second hit batter of the afternoon. We'll bring up Devlin Timler. The pitch, outside for a ball. Timler in the afternoon. A walk, a ground out, and a fly out. 0 for 2. Carter Summer on at first base. Pretty good lead. Brogan Turner, the pitch. Off speed, low for a ball. Dons with 1 in the third, 3 in the fourth, and 2 in the fifth. And leads 6-4. Turner gets a strike over. 2-1 the count. Rocco Maher on deck for the Dons, unless we have a pinch hitter. Fouled off third base side. Coach Kressel flashing some speed. Jogs over and picks up the foul ball. Walks back over to his coaching box. That scoots away from Johnson. That'll let Summer advance to second. Coney Turner went 4 2/3. Gave up 3 hits, but walked 7. Had 4 strikeouts, but 5 runs credited to him. And Levi Kinnunen faced 2 batters, walked them both. And a base hit up the middle. They're going to send Summer. And the throw, oh no, they're going to hold Summer up. That will let Timler advance to second base. Thought maybe Coach Krasselt was going to send Carter, but he didn't. I think he was trying to draw a throw. Runners at second and third and nobody out for Rocco Maher. Rocco in the afternoon. Ground out, strikeout, strikeout. 0 for 3. Fouls that one away for strike 1. So again, shout-outs to Steve, Rose, and Lucas for chiming in, and John as well. John Albrecht being my taskmaster this afternoon, keeping me on my toes. Ground ball right back to Turner, out at 1. An awful lot of 1 to 3 putouts this afternoon for the lads from Jeffers. One away with runners at second and third. Strike 1 to Ray Becker. Ray, good afternoon for the catcher. A single, an inside the park home run, and a walk. 2 runs scored. And he hits a high fly ball. Center field. Summers going to tag. And he's going to slide into home. So a sac fly for Ray Becker. And the base hit will bring in another run for Drew Lang. As Timler scores the second run of the inning. Just 1 out. Pardon me, there are 2 outs. This is Ryan Bernick. Walk, ground out, and walk. He did that second walk. He came in and scored a run. Runner safe at first. Two-0 count to Ryan Bernick. Drew Lang at first. 2 runs are in, 2 outs for the Dons here in the bottom of the 6th. Smoke the third. Mackey beats it out and pulled the Nick Andrews off of first. I'm going to give him a single. It was a hard smash. Brock Weiland. Oh for 1. Strikeout, hit by pitch for Mr. Weiland. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. Runners will go. Pierce will just have to eat it. Two runs in now for the Dons as they lead 8-4. Weiland with a swing and a miss. Evens the count at 1. Next scheduled game for the Dons will be at 2:30. We'll see how close we are to that. Weiland hits the Turner, and that will do it. We head to the top of the 7th. We'll keep it here. 2 runs come in for the Dons here in the bottom of the 6th. They increase their lead to 8-4. Last chance for the lads from Jeffers. We'll keep it here until the at-bat begins. Carter Summer will see if he can finish off the Jets here in the top of the 7th with a 4-run lead. It'll be 9-1-2 for the Jets. Cullen Larson in the afternoon 2 for 2 with an RBI. An excuse me foul. At the conclusion of our game, we will have our friends from Nasonville Dairy and then do a quick wrap up and sign off and then re-sign in. As Summer gets another Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro strikeout call. Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro, the number one leader in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. Second inning of work for Summer, and all he's done is strike out the side in the 6th and keeps getting strikeouts. This is the top of the order, and Levi Kinnunen. Kinnunen a strikeout, reached on an error and a ground out. Carter Summer with with 4 strikeouts. Came in the 6th inning for Carson Eckes. And count is 3-1 to Levi Kinnunen. And walked him. Jets are still alive here. 1 out, 1 on. Brogan Turner, the batter. Brogan, a single, a triple, and a walk. And the RBI in the afternoon. Pitch inside. Hey, Ray Becker has had an exciting game behind the plate here in game 1. Again, Brogan Turner 2 for 2 with a walk and an RBI in the afternoon. Carter Summer, after striking out his first 4 batters, gave a 1-out walk to Levi Kinnunen, who's at first base, and now makes it 3-1 to Brogan Turner. Kaysen Helmanen due up, throw over to first, back in time. Again, a reminder that at the conclusion of this game, we will sign off of this feed on YouTube and go to our other feed. And that's a fly ball to left. Drew Lang camps under it and makes the catch for the out. Two down. And the last chance now for the Jets. And Casey Helmanen. Helmanen 0 for 3. Strikeout, fielder's choice, and flew out to Konechny in center. early in the season, I hope I get a free pass for some of the mispronunciations, and not sure if some of the names. I'm going to blame that on Coach Krassel's handwriting. Here's a foul ball that just bounced right in front of me. Strike called. 3-1. 2 outs. Runner at first for the Jets. Here's the pitch from Summer. Right down Broadway. Full count. To Helmanen. The pitch. And a walk. Close play. Close pitch. And the Jets are still alive. Cody Turner 1 for 3 in the afternoon. Make sure that's him. I believe it. Yes, it is. Okay. Cody Turner, ground out, fly out, single. Count even at a ball in the strike. One and 2. And the Jets are down to their last out, or pardon me, their last strike. Carter Summer wanting to get the save here. Here's his pitch. Ground ball. Off of Eckes, it's short. That's going to bring in a run. I got to give him a base hit. That will bring in Kinnunen. Makes it 8-5. And this is Nick Andrews. In the form of the tying run at the plate. Carter Summer breezed through his first 4 batters and since then has walked a couple. A walk, got a fly out, a walk, and a single given up by Summer. Always hardest to get that third out. Everybody's moved up 90 feet. Tying run at the plate in the form of Nick Andrews. Summer wants a ground ball. Or a strikeout, and he's 1 strike away from getting it. Staying alive is Nick Andrews, looking for his first hit of the afternoon. Summer, the pitch. And that will end it with another ServPro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Call Jamie Wenzel at ServPro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. ServPro, like it never even happened. An 8-5 victory for the Dons. Stay tuned for the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. You can get those fresh cheese curds in Marshfield or Curtis or log on to NasonvilleDairy.com.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, We ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflatiri, Caffla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflatiri, Caffla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports broadcast of high school baseball. This is the Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. You can get those fresh cheese curds in Marshfield or Curtis, or log on to NasonvilleDairy.com. We come from behind victory for the Columbus Dons as they defeat the Jeffers Jets 8-5 here in the first game of a doubleheader from Woodside Park in Mauston. Let's take a quick look at our scorebook before we sign off and go to our second feed. The Jets, Brogan Turner, 2 for 2 in the afternoon, 2 for 4 for Cody Turner, and 1 for 3 for Chad Isaacson, 2 for 3 also for Ryan Mackey, leading the hitters for the Jets. Cody Turner will take the loss for Jeffers as he pitched 4 2/3 innings. Gave up 3 hits, 7 walks, 4 strikeouts, and 5 runs. Levi Kinnunen pitched to 2 batters, walked them both, and responsible for a run. 2 runs responsible for Brogan Turner, who came in relief. And gave up a single and a pop-up. So Cody Turner takes the loss for the Jets. The leading hitters for the Dons: Carson Eckes, 1 for 2 with 2 RBI. Matt Konieczny, 1 for 3. Devlin Timler also 1 for 3, along with Drew Lang. Ryan Bernick, 1 for 2. Big hitter this afternoon for the Dons here in Game 1 was Ray Becker, 2 for 2, with an inside-the-park home run and 2 RBIs for the catcher. So a shout out to him. The winning pitcher for the Dons, Carson Eckes, pitched 5, gave up 7 hits, walked 2, struck out 6. 4 runs credited to him while on the hill. Carter Summer came in relief in the 6th, pitched 2 innings, gave up a hit, walked 2, struck out 5, and allowed 1 run. So the Dons pick up the victory here in Game 1 over the Jeffers Jets, we will bring you game number 2 as the Dons take on the Miners of Jogabek. We're not sure how to say it, but Joe Konechny will bring you play-by-play on that matchup. This is Joe Anderson saying thank you for watching Game 1. Final score, Columbus 8, Jeffers 5. See you in a bit.